because it's an instant full health as well as an extra bar of life. This level, the Italy level, isn't very tough to get through, but has one of the more difficult bosses unless you know unless you have a good strategy going into him. I have my own strategy that I use against him. It may be in guides, I'm not quite sure if it is or not. But when we get to the boss, this is the boss that has the pet panther along with him. So he can actually be quite difficult and intimidating if you've never played the game before. Once again, just easily, most enemies is just you deliver a quick hit and then back away. Here's the next scroll for you. White is next to yellow. Pretty basic stuff. It's one of those things, if you get all of the clues, you can kind of put them together, and it usually becomes only one or two of the crystals you have to really debate on what spot they're going to go into in the piece pedestal, the pedestal piece, or whatever it's called. This is another one of those games that the ending you get for beating it really doesn't seem worth it for the amount of effort it probably takes you on the first try to get through it, which as a kid took me years to finally be able to beat this game, and would take me hours and hours and hours of, dying a lot of times against certain bosses. I eventually got good at certain ones, but there's always been a few bosses that have always given me a little bit of trouble. But the game overall isn't very hard if you know everything to do. And by that I mean know the strategies against normal enemies, or know the strategies against the different bosses in the game. These pitchfork people, you have to be careful, because even though it looks like they're short range, that pitchfork has a hit detection really far. Now here's this giant diaper baby looking thing with a chain. He can only be taken out with Curtis, your falcon or bird, or I think it's a falcon. Maybe an eagle. I'm not sure. I think it's a falcon though. Another one of those baby diaper wearing guys. Easily dispensed of. More skeletons. There's a cool animation of falling down the stairs. You don't see it. I don't think it's in any of the other games. Taking out the skeleton there. I did my first music thing on this game, and this is one of my favorite songs. I included in there. Once you go down the stairs here, get Curtis out, hit the switch with him after you take out that big blob thing, and then enter the door to go to the next area, the second to last room of the level. The final room before the boss. There's panthers at the bottom, don't really have to worry about them too much. Take out this big fat guy with a single shot, he's pretty simple. You have to pretty much drop down and let Curtis, as soon as he gets down there, let him go. Quickly go back up the stairs, wait till Curtis comes over, and use him to hit the switch and go in the room to the boss. Now for this boss, he has a pet panther. Now first off, wait till he comes over to the right, the boss himself, and goes back to the left. That's where you don't have to deal with him for a few seconds. Now jump down here, and then hit the panther. Every time he walks to you, he stops before he pounces. You hit him quickly, and if you hit him at the right time, he won't do any damage because he's flashing after the hit. If as soon as you see the boss come back over, quickly walk to the right side of the screen so that he doesn't see you and doesn't start throwing cards at you. Now hit this, and that's an invincibility. As soon as you see the boss himself come back over, as soon as he appears on the right side of the screen, you want to quickly grab the item, run back over, and then just start wailing on him as fast as possible. Do as much damage as you can before the invincibility wears off. You'll see that you get a good amount of shots before the invincibility runs out. Once you start getting hit, start using the snowballs, the items that you've collected throughout the level. Once you've done that, take him out easily, and grab his crystal, and you have defeated the boss of Italy, who is now pale as snow and is wearing a really, really peach, light-colored shirt. I don't know why. And you've earned a more powerful sword. And now for India, This is my favorite song of the level songs. I love this song. But this level overall is probably the easiest level in the entire game. It's not super long, and the boss of it isn't really that hard either, which is a plus. And since we have some people say do this level, have recommended this level first, but the sword that I have from the Italy level works best against this guy, so use it for the correct order. I knew exactly where, like I said, I don't really collect, I'm not going to be collecting the blue spheres throughout the game, pretty much, but if I knew exactly where one is and it doesn't slow me up, I will be grabbing it. There is enough in each level to get instantly up to make sure you have 10 before the boss, but for the most part, you're not going to need all of them after you've played a little bit and gotten used to everything. You won't need it. Wait until Curtis comes back over, hit the door switch, and go through the door. Now quickly on this part, get Curtis out, because the first enemy you see, that guy, only can be taken out by Curtis. Now use the same strategy we used against the boss panther against this little panther. 3 hits, and he quickly is gone. Wait till this tubby fat guy walks over to the right side of the screen, go up the stairs quickly. He'll breathe fire. Same basic thing as all weapons, except he's a lot quicker than most enemies, so you're probably going to take a hit from him. But right there is an S drink, which is an instant full health to whoever grabs it. So that's something useful in case you took some damage early in the level. There's some more of these giant naked baby things. I really don't know what they are. I always, as a kid, I always thought they were literally giant walking babies. Some of the enemies really frightened me in this game, I guess because they're all horribly scarred from nuclear war or something. But they've always frightened me, at least. Another one of these panthers to take out. Also, this fat guy can be taken out with 1 hit from you, or you can use Curtis to take him out with 2 hits. Kill that panther now. Now, kind of walk up the stairs and take out the other guy. Pretty simple to hit him. Build up my item meter. Send Curtis over the edge and go through the door. And now here's some of the bats. We had to deal with one of them in Spain. Actually 2, but only one I actually killed. Pretty much wait till he comes down. As soon as he hits, go to the right way as he's falling, and then quickly go to the left right before he hits, and take him out. Now you're wondering where the scroll is. The scroll in this level is literally right before the boss. As I take out another bat. There it is, this middle step here. And there it is, there's the scroll. Black is next to red. Open the door, and head to the boss room. One thing about this boss is right there on that little piece is a Z drink. And the Z drink allows you, the Z drink spinning is a more powerful sword for a brief period of time. Pretty much get out your snowballs and just start wailing on them as much as possible before it wears off. He's pretty simple. He has arcing shots that don't really hit you unless you're on the end of the arc or are standing directly in front of him when he throws one out. But he's overall pretty easy. And he drops his crystal, and probably the easiest stage in the game is now complete. And you have earned a more powerful sword. Yay! More powerful sword. I like the little, like how it's like this peach pink color. And now it's time for Africa. Immediately fall down the hole. This is a maze, just by the way. This is a complete maze. First off, you can grab that sphere if you want. Head down the stairs, and then go down these pair of stairs. If you don't, you're not going to get out of the loop. Now it looks like the exact same room you were in, which it is. But this time you want to head to the right and drop down the hole. Go back down the stairs, and then head to the right again and fall down the hole again. And now look, boom. You're here. Now, I could go right to the boss, but I want to grab an item for you, so I'm going to be going a little bit different route. You can also, right here, you want to use Curtis in order to hit this block and get another one, get a blue sphere. These spheres, guys, are trying to hit you with these spears. There's the scroll. They can only be taken out by Curtis. Purple is next to red. And then we have another one of the things. If I went right to the boss, I wouldn't have been able to get a hold